Hello everyone, this is Jack. Well, in this video I'm going to cover 12 vegetables you can still plant and grow in October. Now for my friends living in the southern hemisphere such as Australia, New Zealand, Southern Africa and South America, your seasons are opposite to us. So I have a video on the vegetables you can grow in spring, so check that out if you're interested. Now without any further ado, let's get started with 12 vegetables you can grow in October. Number 1, cauliflower. Now cauliflower is a little bit tough to grow because insects and pests love cauliflower. So you must spray your cauliflower with neem oil and a pure castle soap to keep the bugs off of them. And also you can use some diatomaceous earth to get rid of some of the beetles, some of the earwigs as well. Now cauliflower is hardy to 10 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you get a little bit of frost or even a little bit of snow, you can still grow cauliflower. Number 2, cabbage. Now cabbage is similar to cauliflower and pests love cabbage as well. So you have to be very proactive in spraying cabbage with neem oil and pure castle soap as well. And cabbage is hardy to 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So you can always grow cabbage in frost and even light snow as well. Number 3, broccoli. Now broccoli is hardy to 28 degrees Fahrenheit. And broccoli is easy to grow as compared to cauliflower and cabbage. Broccoli turns into a nice huge crown, which is the flower of the plant, and that is edible flower. You can directly seed the broccoli seeds in your garden. The plant spacing should be 12 inches apart and row spacing 24 inches apart. Just plant the seeds of broccoli about 1/4 of an inch deep. Broccoli is ready to harvest in 3 months after planting. So you can enjoy broccoli crowns all winter long. You can grow lots of broccoli. You can harvest the main crown of broccoli and keep harvesting lots of little broccolinis as well and enjoy them in your food. Number 4, kale. The kale is frost resistant to 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Seed depth for kale should be 1/4 of an inch deep. Plant spacing should be 12 inches apart and row spacing 18 inches apart. You can start harvesting the leaves of kale just about 2 months after planting. As soon as the plant gets about 4 sets of leaves, you can start harvesting the outer leaves. Kale is frost hardy. So if you get a little bit of light frost, kale will make it through it at no problem. However, kale leaves do get wilted in light frost. So if you want to enjoy tender kale leaves, you must cover your kale plants with either a plastic tote or greenhouse plastic. That way you can enjoy nice tender kale leaves all winter long. Number 5, Swiss chard. Now Swiss chard is hardy down to 15 degrees Fahrenheit. And Swiss chard is super easy to grow. You can start with some Swiss chard seeds. Just like kale, the seed depth should be 1/4 of an inch deep, plant spacing should be 12 inches apart and row spacing 18 inches apart. You can start harvesting Swiss chard leaves as soon as the plant gets about 4 sets of leaves. You can keep harvesting older leaves and that will encourage new leaves to grow. Swiss chard is a heavy producer and you will not be disappointed if you start growing Swiss chard. Number 6, collard greens. Now collard greens are hardy down to 5 degrees Fahrenheit. They can tolerate frost and some snow as well. Now collard green leaves are a little bit tough. That's why they're so hardy in winter. So if you want to enjoy collard green leaves, you must saute them or cook them and add them to your soup or some warm salad. Number 7, peas. Now peas are also really easy to grow. You can directly sow peas in your ground or you can start pea seedlings ahead of time. Another note, you can also grow pea shoot microgreens, and I made a separate video on how to grow microgreens, top 5 microgreens you can grow, and also how to grow pea shoot microgreens as well. So check those out if you're interested. Now, growing peas is super easy. You just need some sort of a trellis for peas to climb on. And you can start harvesting peas in just 2 months because pea plants will start producing peas just 2 months into growing. And you can harvest peas all the way into spring. Number 8, carrots. Now carrots are also frost resistant and they can take light snow as well. Carrots are hardy down to 15 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you do get some snow, you can still harvest carrots that are growing underground under the snow. So that's a really cool thing about carrots. Now carrots are very easy to grow if you know how to properly grow carrots. I go with a shovel and then I turn my soil. That way the bottom soil is on the top, suppresses the weeds and also makes the soil loose. After loosening up my soil, I make the soil flat and then I water the soil completely. I drench the soil so there's a lot of moisture in the soil. And then I go with my hand shovel or a trowel and I make trenches about 1 foot apart. Drop the seeds in trenches and I use 2 to 3 inches of seed spacing. The best way to start carrot seeds and germinate carrot seeds is to cover the seeds right after planting. Now, covering the carrot seeds with a piece of cardboard locks in moisture and humidity, and that's what they need to start to germinate. It takes about 7 to 10 days for the carrot seeds to germinate. And you can lift the cardboard just a little bit to see if the carrot seeds are germinating. As soon as the carrot seeds start to germinate, you can lift the cardboard completely and let them grow. I have a separate video on everything you need to know on how to plant and grow carrots, so check that out if you're interested. One thing about growing carrots is that you must have loose soil to grow strong and straight carrots. Otherwise, your carrots will grow crooked. So you must grow your carrots on berms or raised beds. Number 9, radish. Now, just like carrots, radishes love loose soil. So you must plant your radishes either on berms or on raised beds. And radishes are hardy down to 28 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you get light snow, radishes will make it through. Now, nice thing about growing radishes and carrots is that the leaves are edible too. So you can add these leaves into your salad or also saute them to add them to your soup as well. Number 10, garlic, which is my favorite because garlic is absolutely maintenance free. You can just plant cloves of garlic into the ground in early fall for some states such as California, where we get light winters and light frost. So we plant our garlic in fall. If you are in northern states or in northern Europe or where it gets really cold and you get snow, you can plant your garlic in early spring and grow all the way through summer and harvest in fall. And garlic is absolutely maintenance free. All you do is plant the cloves into the ground and wait about 8 to 9 months. Keep watering them and these cloves will develop into nice bulbs. Be sure to mulch your garlic plants and also plant bigger cloves to grow bigger bulbs. I made a separate video on the complete guide on growing garlic. Now, I like to keep my videos really short and concise, and I pack my videos with a lot of useful information without taking any more of your time. So if you're liking the content so far, consider subscribing, and to support the content, please do hit the like button. Number 11, green onions. Now, you can also grow green onions in zone 8 and above in October. Onions can take a little bit of light frost. You can start harvesting green onions just 1 to 2 months after planting. You can also regrow green onions from store-bought green onions as well. Just choose green onions with a little bit of root, cut off the bottom part with some roots, and then plant them in the pot of your choice. You can also plant them outside in the garden as well. As soon as the green onions start to grow above 6 inches, you can start harvesting green onions. Number 12, spinach. You can also start harvesting spinach just 30 days after planting. You can plant and grow spinach in zone 8 and above in October, and you can start harvesting spinach leaves as soon as the leaves start growing. Now, you can also directly seed spinach seeds in your garden. The easiest way to plant spinach seeds is to scatter the seeds in your garden bed and then cover with about 1/4 inch of soil. Spinach is really fast growing, and you can add spinach to your soup, salads, and even saute spinach with potatoes as well. And you can harvest lots of spinach leaves all the way until first frost. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you can grow all of these vegetables in October depending on your zone, and I'll see you in another video.